Hey guys, what's up? Today, just wanna share with you a little bit of a watch buying dilemma. And it's raining outside, it's pissing rain, so I got nothing else better to do than to contemplate watches. What watch should I get, and what's the status? Because I've been telling you, I was trying to get my old Breitling back, and I almost got there, but my friend changed his mind. However, he has also a Zenith El Primero watch, which might be available because he has second Zenith on the way. So as soon as that Zenith arrives, one will be available for sale, maybe in his collection. But I thought, all right, that's better thing. El Primero, iconic moment. However, there's another thing. When I first saw that Zenith, because I'm familiar with the watch, fortunately I haven't showed you on camera yet, but maybe it's a good thing. Maybe when I get it, it will be a proper review. However, I haven't shown you, but first impressions of that Zenith, it's a Zenith Port Royale 5 El Primero chronograph. And if I'm not lazy, I will roll in the photo right here, but you can Google it. It's a Zenith Port Royale 5 chronograph El Primero. It's circa 2000s. And the Breitling is also circa 2000s. However, I want to tell you about the Breitling. I almost had it on my wrist again, but the guy wanted to sleep over, and he's my friend. Actually, he's my friend, so I didn't bug him too much about it. But he wanted to sleep on it. And in the morning, I immediately knew what's gonna happen. He changed his mind, so he said, maybe later. However, I really wanted that Breitling. However, when I went to his place, I saw that Zenith again, and I was really impressed by the watch on the third or fifth time I saw it. So I haven't seen it for a long time, and again when I saw it, it was even nicer than the Breitling Crosswind. And you know the Breitling Crosswind, I had it, and all the time I was thinking, damn, this Zenith looks really nice. However, when making such purchases, you need to sleep on it, think about it, wear the watch on your wrist for a little bit, and decide. So I know I love the Breitling, and there's two stories and there are two arguments. So maybe Breitling will be available, and maybe one of the Zeniths will be available for sale. So in my mind, it's a choice between Breitling Crosswind that I showed you. I had a review, I owned it, my old Breitling. If he decides to sell that, or Zenith Port Royale El Primero 5. So the first thing, it's a no-brainer, right? Choosing El Primero iconic moment for a basic Breitling ETA watch, but there are some things I want to share with you that are not that obvious. At the first ball, it's a no-brainer. However, looks-wise, I always loved the Breitling more, and I just noticed on this t-shirt of mine says Crosswind, and I think this is a sign. I had this t-shirt way before the Breitling Crosswind, but I think it's a sign. I do love the Breitling. It looks great on my wrist. It looks fantastic on my wrist. By the way, wristwatch check, tag Heuer link, and this might be part of the trade as well. So I might trade this in a little bit of money and do some kind of a combination. So anyways, when I thought about it's a no-brainer. However, the other day I came into dilemma because Zenith Portrayal never really was that really nice to me. But the other day when I saw it, it was nicer than Breitling. So I don't know how that can happen. On the photos online, the Breitling still looks nicer, but this watch in person, it's a killer watch. However, I spoke to a couple other friends about it, and you want to have Zenith El Primero movement, basically so you can say I own Zenith El Primero in my collection. However, Breitling is a nicer watch in terms of the dial, and I love dials, and I do love horology, I do love movements, but you have to another thing to take into account is that if the El Primero stops running, it will cost me a fortune to repair it and to service it. And while 7750 Breitling ETA can be done by any watchmaker, it's a no-brainer. There are parts all over the place, and I think that's one thing as well. And I always wanted the Breitling over the Zenith Portrayal. However, the last time I saw that Zenith, it truly struck a chord with me, and I love it. I loved it. So I don't know. At the end of the day, which one becomes available, I will probably get it. Which ones get? Because let's remember, he may not sell the Breitling at all because he loves it, and it's a beautiful watch. It's not that fancy as Zenith, but Zenith does come on a steel bracelet. Breitling does not, and it's a basically one of those two watches. But I can say I don't want a Zenith, I want Breitling, and that's it. And I will show you, I will roll you the photos definitely, but in person I like that watch much better than Zenith then. So I think what I'm thinking when it becomes available, and in the next probably 5 or 10 days, I will go and take a look, and if I will put that Zenith again on my wrist, and I will wear it, if I like it, then I will probably get it. But if nothing else, I will try to get my crosswind. Also, I had opportunity to buy a Breitling Steelfish or Breitling Colt for some bargain monies, but I didn't like them. I really don't like Steelfish, the dial. And Breitling is famous for its dials, and they do dials like no other watch company, and I love it. And this Breitling that I had is a no-brainer, and I really need another cool watch in my collection, and that's something I said I want to get this year. Last year I got a Rolex Datejust, and I think it was a successful year regarding watches. However, this year I want to add another good watch into my collection so I can maybe move forward. So at the end of the day, just a watch dilemma. I wanted to ask you I do love the Breitling, and the dial and everything, and the movement is easy to fix. If it goes broke, it won't, but if it breaks, it's easy to fix. It's not a headache. On the other side, I have a Zenith Portrayal. The dial I didn't like that much on the first ball, on the second, on the third, but a couple of days ago when I saw it, I even thought that it looks nice. It looked nicer than Breitling. So I did a little research as well. I googled then Zenith versus Breitling in terms of, I don't know, so I found an interesting article, a couple of points that pointed out that Breitling is more popular. It makes, basically, it comes out to this, that Breitling is better company than Zenith, except for the movements, because Zenith has that iconic El Primero, and nowadays Zenith is going places, and I'm talking here these two watches that I mentioned, Breitling ETA 7750 Crosswind versus El Primero Moment Zen Portrait. I'm not talking Zen Tricolor or Navy Timer or any other Breitling. That would be another story, but I'm talking just these two watches, and I think at the end of the day, if I'm able to trade in my tag, it will be no-brainer for either watches. But just wanted to share what's going on in EDC Gunner's world. Besides getting married and all that stuff, I have a huge watch headaches, and I would get, basically right now as I'm speaking, I would get any of those watches, but fortunately they are not available, so I have some time to ponder and think, and usually don't do that. I usually make a quick decisions. I know what I want, when I want, but this is the time when I have time to ponder about it, to think about it. I almost got a Breitling, but the guy changed his mind because he loves it so much, and it's really good looking watch. However, Zenith might be available because he has a second one incoming, and I will try to film all of those watches for you guys, but right now I have too much things going on with the family and with me getting married and stuff like that. So, but down the road in 2018, I will try to show you as many cool watches as possible. So if it's a watch, I will film it and I will show you. So thank you for watching, and please do tell me what's your input on this. What should I do? Pretty much either one of those two watches I will get. If something else third doesn't pop out, and I get it. And I almost bought an almost, but it was a squared face, and it wasn't really my cup of tea, and I didn't want to touch the money for those two watches to break it on almost. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm EDC Gunner. Please do tell me what do you think. What would you get? And I will show you the photos. The Zenith on photos has that red details a little bit. The dial is definitely not as nice as Breitling's, but you have that El Primero movement, and I think that's a very cool thing. And however, I have a buddy who had an El Primero in a bell, and it said if it breaks, it's a headache to fix. Basically, you're talking thousands of euros to fix it. So thank you for watching once more. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It definitely helps me out. So I don't ask for Patreon or whatever stuff, but I will put a link with a link, affiliate to Amazon link in the description box, so you can click that, buy yourself something, and I get a little kickback. So that's it. If you buy something for 10 bucks for yourself, I will get maybe 20-30 cents. I don't know how much exactly, but every little bit helps, and I don't want to do Patreon because I think this is a fair way to do it. You go and buy yourself something, and I will do it. Maybe it's a topic for another video, but for now, do chime in the comment section. I would definitely value your input on this one, so it ain't easy.